This is the day we see the mana of tahu stepping forward in all its grace and dignity, and it's just phenomenal to see this.
It was like we were well on our way, and it was happening, and we could feel the success. It was a happy occasion because we felt a lot of it was behind us.
We were marking the fact that Matriarchal Ceremonial had in 1849 basically filed the first stage of the Kaitahu Kaitimaimoi claim.
He stayed with me during the morning's bohiri in the foyer of the Wharepare Mata.
And I saw the photo coming in with David, and I thought, good, I'm pleased he's coming, because it's only right that he's there. And I'm sitting there beside Lizzie Keraru, and we're talking away, and I happened to look back and I saw the photo actually at David's feet. And I looked at him and I said to him, what are you doing with that? And he goes, it's okay. And I went, no, pass it to me.
Mataki, we took the opportunity to snatch him from my grasp, and she cared for him during the whole ceremony.
For me, it was important that he be seen by those people in the gallery, that he see, figuratively if you like, or be seen, because he was the one that started the claim. So for me, it was really important that when the claim was settled, he be in the front row and be seen by everybody.
When I was growing up, we didn't have an iwi. We knew that our cousins were in Kaikoura and Tuahiwi and Arowhenua and Waihao and Puki and Bluff and Otaka. We knew that, but we're all separate groupings.
And it was those stalwarts like Tipene, and I mean Dad was a part of a team that actually brought people together under one umbrella, an iwi together, which was quite a difficult thing to do.
It was a huge day because it was the culmination of over 8 years just of negotiation, let alone the whole period prior to the hearings before the Waitangi Tribunal. So it was a huge culmination of all sorts of tensions, strains, labour, long sleepless nights, not because you couldn't sleep, but because there was no time to sleep.
We couldn't actually sing across the iwi at least one waiata. We couldn't do a haka.
We actually thought Whakaria Mai was our song.
Whakaria Mai was our song.
When other people started singing that, they're singing our song.
It was a real thing. We certainly didn't have the strength on our paipai on any of our marae, so we didn't necessarily have the kai karanga, the kai kōrero, the kai karakia.
We had the Manu Te Ori Ori team preparing and helping the tribe learn the national anthems, including Tukuana and Tahu Pōtiki, etc. So those Manu Te Ori Ori travelled around the South Island to all our Rūringa marae and taught those waiata.
When we went to Murihiku, we went over to the west coast, over to Arahura, Kaikoura, travelled to Wellington, Auckland, travelled the north, wherever our Ngāi Tahu whānau were to be, and had wānanga with them to teach them waiata.
And those waiata were generally waiata from Tuahiwi. Tuahiwi was strong in kapahaka, and they were strong in tikanga, and they had Pounamu Ngaitahu, and they had probably other types of haka group over the years. So they had a number of waiata that they could roll out.
Things were very close to a disaster as to whether it was going to go ahead or not. And I'd rung Puameria and said, start up the buses, with a moment of triumph. And then I'd sort of just about collapsed back into my chair and thought, have I done the right thing? But the buses were rolling and the people were coming.
to watch and to feel the energy that you can still see in this photo. I can still feel that we've got all of our tino taonga here leading us out on that day, and we've got a lineup of kaikaranga. We've got a lineup of our kai kōrero and our kai karakia.
But I guess for me, that day was with my baby sister Puamedia and all of our other cousins, making sure that we nurtured our old people and made sure that they got up those stairs and into Parliament where they should have been.
And they're a little bit naughty, because I was trying to manage these fellas. A little bit mischief, but just amazingness, and to see how many of them are no longer with us.
Those of our toa that were involved in the claims prosecution before the Waitangi Tribunal, they were out the front, and many of those toa are no longer with us, but well remembered with love.
Ka tangi hotu hotu taku manua o tōku māma. Wa rātou katoa, nā rātou mātou I arahi I taua wā. Ahakoa kei tū o te arai te nuinga o rātou, kei te arahi tonu rātou. Yeah. Tears of memories, tears of knowing their joy, walking up those stairs, very proud. My mother only had one lung, but you would not think that day. Her reo karanga, Auntie Kira, their reo karanga was so loud and proud as they walked up those stairs for the joy that we would have as a people.
They were the stalwarts who were always there, who supported us and sang, and who basically were the front line of the Ngāi Tahu scrum, which we had to put down. My task was to hold it together. I couldn't have done it without the support of those accumulated taua.
They are the taua that were there, that were that generation, that were there during hearings.
Tupunu's not scared of anything except the aunties. So he would openly defer to them. If they said something, he listened. So they, I think we're a very matriarchal tribe, and he was often growled by the aunties, and he didn't mince his words about bowing to them. You know, he was scared of Auntie Kira. He was scared
of Taua Lady.
Yeah, all those tauas actually.
Auntie Janie.
And they loved him too.
It was very special, and I couldn't believe that the way I was walking at the time, that I got up those steps so easily, still doing the karanga. And that was really momentous.
So the karanga came from our taua, and it was my role to listen and make sure once the end karanga that I came in, and our first, the waiata that we were to sing first was the waiata that Hanarau, Ehine. And then I was to listen, and when we got to the end of Ehine, then I was to start Tahu Pōtiki, the waiata that my mum wrote, because our old people wanted to acknowledge our tepuna.
And I think we managed to run one into a medley. And no one gave us the cane for it.
I remember the people down in the lower part, parliamentary part, looking up and looking quite stunned at us because we had beautiful harmonies, it sounded incredible, and obviously maybe the sort of amphitheatre of that space made the sound amazing.
In that picture to one side is our eldest mokopuna, Jessica. Some of my children just holding me because they understood and that they knew what our whānau had gone through. So I treasure that image because of their love and their support. but they were very conscious of where we'd been and where we'd got to, what we'd done.
It's just a pleasure to be able to share with the next generation the fact that they have a wonderful gift. They now have to manage that wonderful gift for their children and grandchildren after them.
Tērā whakatauki mō tātou a mō ngā uri a muri ake nei. That we do, I mean that's not te ao kohatu tērā whakatauki that comes straight, but we've brought it to life so far, and to keep it living by feeding our children, our mokopuna, by nurturing them. My hope is we nurture them without losing our traditions.
25 years later, I think we are far better off. I think in 25 years' time, for our mokopuna, I want them to be unapologetically tahu. Their whole world should be coloured tahu.
For the next 25 years and beyond, look, it's our world is so more enriched because of them.
Don't be as whakamau as we were 25 years ago. Yeah. Stand tall and proud of what you've got and try and make something better.
And we've got to go above and beyond the ordinary expectations to make sure that we hold that collective unity, the kotahi taka o te iwi. Auraki matatu.